Whether you're listening to music, a podcast, or even a video that's playing in the background, you can now have a media bar appear right below the status bar to help you keep track of the progress and even let you scrub through the audio or video without needing to pull down the notification shade. Now that's a game changer. Not only that, but you can also control the media, such as skipping to the next track or playing or pausing it by just tapping on the status bar. All of this is possible through an app called Media Bar. And with that, I welcome you back to the best Android apps of October 2021. Seriously, how is 2021 almost over? It feels like the year just began. Either way, we're not even close to stopping with this series, and to prove it to you, I'll be showing off 6 amazing apps and 4 addicting games that you'll be sure to install. As with every video, I'd like to ask you guys to please drop a thumbs up if you download at least one app, or if you download 2 or more, I encourage you to get subscribed with the notification bell turned on. Quality videos like this get released every week on the channel, so you're not going to want to miss out. Also, if you like any of the background props you see in this video, almost all of them are made by a company called Grovemade. They make high quality products to greatly improve your desk setup. I'll link them down below. Anyways, ever wanted to track the price of a product but the website didn't have any way of notifying you about the deals or price drops? Well, with an app called AnyTracker, you can keep track of almost any price tag on almost any website. Here's how it works. You just pull up the page on your web browser, share it to the AnyTracker app. It should be labeled as track number in the sharing menu. Then the website will load up within the app, find and highlight the number, tap on proceed, and you can give it a name and choose to get notified when the value changes. Finally, select start tracking and you should now see the item being tracked within the app. As the days go by, you will see a graph of how often the price changed. I'll admit, it doesn't work on every website, but it still works on plenty, and it comes in handy to help you save a few bucks. On top of that, you can also keep track of finance numbers like stocks, currencies, or crypto, keep track of social media stats like a YouTube channel's views or subscribers, and a lot more. If there's a number, you can most likely keep track of it. By the way, round of applause for film_maker1 from the HowToMen subreddit for recommending this app to me. Thank you so much, man, I really appreciate it. If any of you recommend an app on my HowToMen subreddit page, I'll be sure to thank you and shout out your name in the next episode if I choose it. I don't usually show off live wallpapers since a lot of them are lame and gimmicky, but Chroma Galaxy Live 4K wallpapers was the exception, since these live walls are actually stunning and mesmerizing. It's fluid art, so each background brings a splash of color that rolls around on your home screen, almost like when you throw a bucket of paint against a wall and it starts to smear downward. It's soothing and very relaxing to look at, plus there are plenty of walls to choose from, especially if you get the full version, which unlocks over 250 live walls. My only pet peeve is that these are just videos that play for around 20 seconds, and when they end, the videos don't loop properly, so the ending is very abrupt and noticeable. If that doesn't bother you, and you still want these gorgeous high-resolution live wallpapers, download this app now. Back in March, I reviewed an app called Cam, which lets you easily turn your Android into a webcam. It worked great, and I love that it could connect to your phone wirelessly as well, but recently I came across a better alternative called Camo. To keep it short, even though the app doesn't let you connect wirelessly, the quality is 100 times better, and it has a ton more options for controlling how your camera looks on the big screen. Plus, unlike Cam, Camo is completely free to use with no ads or in-app purchases. Within the desktop app, you can choose which lens to use from your phone, whether it be your primary lens, ultra-wide, or front-facing cameras. You can also rotate the camera and choose the zoom length, or even adjust the colors, such as changing the temperature, brightness, saturation, contrast, etc. It's compatible with all the popular video conference apps like Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, Skype, etc. And all you need to do is download their free app on your Android or iPhone and download their free software on your PC or Mac. The app will provide you with all the instructions on how to get it to work, and afterward you'll be able to just plug in your phone into your computer and use it as a webcam. It's that easy. If you ever wanted to create a QR code quickly, not just a URL, but also for sharing your Wi-Fi network, email address, location, calendar events, etc., Barquode is the only app that you will ever need to accomplish these tasks. Seriously, this app will let you create a barcode for almost anything and in any format. For example, I can create an Aztec barcode that upon scanning it lets a person add me as their contact, which already includes a ton of my information. Or I can create a data matrix for a calendar event. Or even a PDF 417 code to launch any website. This app does it all, and you can customize the color of any QR code and see all of the codes you created within the Manage section. Overall, a job well done with this app. Notifications are the best way to get reminded about anything because the first thing you see once you turn on your phone is your notifications in the lock screen. So what I like to do is use an app called Notification Maker to easily create custom Android notifications to remind myself to do stuff later on in the day. The app lets me choose to either use pictures or text, change the notification's color, and even schedule the notification if I want it to pop up sometime in the future. The best part is that I can have the notification reappear as many times as I'd like for however long. Once I'm done with the custom notification, I can tap on the finish button. Simple as that. Notification Maker is completely free to use with no ads, so I definitely recommend you check it out. Also, thank you so much to FaviFake from the HowToMen subreddit page for recommending this app to me. You're amazing. Moving on to the games, the first one is Battlefield Mobile Alpha. Yep, the same popular game created by EA on consoles. I guess they saw that Call of Duty Mobile was a huge hit, so they also wanted a piece of the pie. The game isn't on the Play Store yet, but I was able to download it off APK Mirror and play a few online rounds, so it's only available in an early alpha version though, and there isn't much content yet to explore. And I was only able to play on a single map with the same game mode repeatedly. The game mode was Capture the Flag. Either way, here's how the game plays out. The graphics are pretty bad for starters, especially when you compare it to Call of Duty Mobile, but this can change in the official release. The controls are easy to handle and you can customize each button's size and placement, which is nice, but the entire hub is pretty basic and you can't do any fancy sliding like you can on Call of Duty Mobile. Also, being that the maps are super massive, they can make your phone lag at times. I was using the Galaxy S21 Ultra and that device even had trouble handling large gunfights. Other than that, it's an enjoyable game and you can do so much within each map. You can drive tanks and destroy buildings. I'm sure they may even allow aircraft battles and a ton more game modes in the future. Of course, this is an early alpha build and many things can change and be improved, so take my gameplay experience with a grain of salt. Wall of Insanity is the only paid game on this list, costing $5 on the Play Store, and I honestly think it's worth it. It's a first-person shooter horror game with a ton of action and creepy monsters, plus the graphics are spectacular. EA, take notes. In this game, you're a special unit soldier that has been sent in to investigate an abandoned house that looks haunted as hell because a previous police team mysteriously went missing after trying to detain a dangerous cult within the same area. So already the storyline is very creepy. Jumping into the action, you're going to be shooting at terrifying creatures. I mean, the spiders themselves give me the chills and they come in swarms, which makes the gameplay even more intense. It's also not that easy to complete. I've died plenty of times in just normal mode because I've run out of bullets or I get cornered by these monsters. So it's going to take some skill to complete this game. Plus, with many unique environments to explore, the gameplay doesn't feel repetitive and I don't ever see myself getting bored. So if you're into horror shooting games, this is the best option out there. Yeah Bunny is a happier and joyful game, unlike the previous one I just showed off. It's easy to pick up and get the hang of, but don't get fooled by the cute graphics because this game is tougher than it looks. How it works is the bunny will run on its own and you can only control its jumps. So if you tap on the screen once, the bunny will jump. If you double tap it, it'll do a double jump. And the main objective is to get the rabbit to the end of the stage so that you can move on to the next level. All while trying to collect 3 keys per stage to be able to unlock other maps in the future. Simple as that. The first few levels are easy and just there to help you get started, but it starts to get challenging as you progress since there'll be more drops and things that will try to hurt you. Plus the bunny runs really fast, so you have to be very attentive at times and time your jumps just right. With only 48 levels to complete, you cannot get this game within a few weeks, and being that it's free and not a pay-to-win title, you'll definitely have an enjoyable time. Blon is very similar to Yeah Bunny, but it's only a demo and eventually you'll have to pay to be able to unlock the rest of the game. Either way, you can still try it out for free and see if you like it. You play as Blon, which is a blob, and you're trying to make it to the end of the stage while avoiding things that can hurt you such as fires, endless drops, and vicious enemies. Luckily, you can fight back and shoot at those enemies. The gameplay isn't complex and you do have a good amount of health before you die, but being that the stages are so long, you'll have to try your best not to get hurt along the way. Plus, each stage has a boss fight with massive amounts of health and powerful attacks, so be very careful in how you approach them. Either way, I highly recommend you check it out, especially if you're trying to kill time on the toilet. Anyways, those are the best Android apps of October 2021. I really hope you guys enjoyed my selection. If you did, a huge thumbs up would mean the world to me since it'll help the video get noticed by the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you downloaded an app or two, why not get subscribed with the notification bell turned on? This series comes around every month, and in between the months, I only release content that you're sure to enjoy. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great Halloween, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Kapow!